Once a very important man told me that India is the guru of the world. I said, "That's true, but in what exactly?" He got a bit confused. I said, "India is also the guru of foolishness. People here don't learn from the gods. They just learn how to make statues of them. This country is so skilled at turning any living truth into a dead symbol. Rama came, Krishna came, Buddha came, Mahavir came, Nanak, Kabir, Mira, Dayanand, Vivekananda, hundreds came and went, and every time India did what it does best, built temples. This country is literally a graveyard for gods. In every era, here someone or the other has been turned into a god, and every time their soul has been trapped inside an idol. We never really understood any god, we only decorated them. Our worship was born not from understanding but from fear. We are a country that doesn't love gods themselves, but loves the stories about them. We made every god into a tale. Because listening to a story is easy, living the truth is hard. Just look, Ram said Dharma is what comes from within. India said Dharma is what comes from outside. Krishna said, "Do your duty and don't worry about the results." India said, "Fruits are everything after all." Buddha said, "Go into meditation." India said, "Meditate later, first make statues." Mahavira said, "Be silent." India said, "Make it official that we're silent." In a country where people officially declare their silence, silence can never truly take hold. India is a strange place. Gods do come here, but no one gives them a place. Every time someone enlightened shows up, the crowd rejects them. Sometimes they throw stones, other times they label them controversial and push them aside. And when that person leaves, an organization is made in their name, because organizations are safe. She doesn't even ask that question. You know what India's biggest talent is? It's turning any truth into a coffin. No living truth can last here for long. Whoever speaks up gets silenced. Those who stay quiet are made into gods, and that's exactly what we keep doing, worshipping the dead and fearing the living. Back in Buddha's time, he was insulted. Mahavira was called crazy. Nanak was seen as an outsider, and Kabir was labeled an atheist. But once they died, everyone said, "Look, these are our gods." Ever thought about this despite having so many gods? Why is the country in such a mess? Why does every temple have beggars outside? Why is there one priest and 100 scared people on every street? Why does everyone pray and then go steal? Because this country is religious but not spiritual. It knows how to worship, but not how to change. It knows devotion, but not awakening. India's biggest problem isn't that there's sin here, but hypocrisy. The ones who sin speak the language of religion. The ones who loot still donate at temples. The ones who kill, they also quote scriptures. People here are so into religion that you can buy it on every corner. Just a few beads, some incense, a coconut, and suddenly you're the favorite of God. What an amazing economy this is, where even the guilt sells in the market. This country fears God but doesn't really love him. Everyone goes to the temple because they want heaven, not the truth. Every prayer is just a deal. Hey God, help me out a bit and I'll donate in your name. Even God must be thinking, these folks aren't being devotional, they're just running a business. And then we say, India is spiritual. No way, man. India is all about business. Everything here is extreme. Devotion, faith, even the soul. We've dragged God into our politics. Now religion is out there begging for votes, not peace. Now saints are giving speeches, not silence. Temples ring with bells, but no one really goes deep inside. India's gotten so crowded with gods that no god can truly live anymore. This country is a traffic jam of gods. Every street has a new avatar standing around. Every wall has a new monastery, a new saint, a new group, and every group claims their god is the real deal. It's like gods are now running for office on party tickets. Sometimes I feel that if God actually came back, he would leave India first, because people here wouldn't really love him. Our party, BJP and RSS, would be the ones selling his photos. Here, people won't be devotees, they'll be customers. There won't be arti, there'll be events. No meditation, just funding. India has never truly understood God. We worship because it's easy. There's no responsibility, no risk. You can worship and still stay the same person you are. But to truly understand, you have to change, erase yourself, wake up. And India wants to stay golden and comfortably religious. Wrapped in a shroud, history tells its tale. No other land has seen as many gods incarnate as this one. In every century, someone came to light the lamp of truth, and in every century we tried our best to snuff out that lamp. When that truth was alive, we called it a lie, and once it was gone, we made idols of it. We can't handle living truth. We love dead statues, because living truth changes you, but statues let you stay just as you are. Our religion is no longer about devotion. It's about convenience. Our temples are no longer silent. They've become markets. Worship is up for sale. A place where you can just pay installments for salvation. In a country where every street has God's agent sitting around, the soul's journey just stops. We've organized the truth into neat little boxes. Religion's become an institution you can join, but it doesn't awaken you anymore. There are loudspeakers everywhere, but no silence. There's arti, ritual prayer, but no true faith. People observe fasts, but lack wisdom. In a country where truth has been turned into scriptures, truth is now just part of the syllabus. People memorize the texts, but don't live the truth. They argue about which God is bigger, but inside themselves, no one has the guts to face their own sleep. Ever thought about it? The country where meditation was discovered and yoga was born. Why is everyone still restless? Why does every face look tired? Why is every heart full of fear? It's because we've turned meditation into a routine, not an experience. Now meditation is just another thing to show off. People say, I meditate 2 hours every day, like it's some kind of trophy. But if it can be put into words, it's not real meditation. This land, once the mother of silence, now makes the most noise. Bells ring in every street. Loudspeakers blare from every temple. Real God here now. There's competition. Truth is in advertising. These days, religion is just another word for fear. We pray because we're scared. We fast because we're scared. We're not truly religious. We're just afraid. And where there's fear, there's no love. Where there's fear, there's no meditation. Religion is born when there's love, when a person has the courage to look within. But we've given birth to religion through fear. That's why religion doesn't set us free. It ties us up even more. This land keeps getting seeds of awakening, but every time we plant them inside a temple, we worship the seed. You get it. Without water, flowers never bloom. Krishna's love turned into an institution. Buddha's silence became just a book. Nanak's song turned into a ritual. We ended up making every truth into a tradition. We say India is a religious country. But if that were true, it would be the most irreligious site in the world, where religion is everywhere, but truth is nowhere. The moment you turn faith into an institution, it dies. Truth stays alive only as long as it's free. The minute you lock it up in a scripture, it becomes just words, not life. We have made God. We kept searching outside, and that's been our biggest mistake. What could have been found within got trapped in idols. What was meant to be felt got turned into repetition. What was meant to be lived got turned into song. Now there's the name of God, but not the fragrance. There's the noise of religion, but no silence inside. We've made religion a mask, something different inside, something else outside. If a new awakened person is born today, the same thing will happen as always. First, they'll be criticized, then they'll be killed, then a statue will be made of them. This cycle has become a tradition on this land, and until this breaks, consciousness won't come to this country. Because consciousness isn't born from institutions, it's born from rebellion, from the inner uprising. When you realize that God isn't outside but inside, that's the first time true faith is born. This land needs eyes that can truly see God, not just temples to worship. It needs a spirit of witnessing, not just rituals. Because the moment a person truly sees, that's the moment they become God. India is full of gods. Temples on every street, holy men everywhere, pictures in every home. But is there any real human left amidst all this? There is religion here, but not true righteousness. There's worship here, but no love. There are scriptures, but no real experience. Everyone takes God's name, but no one truly lives by God. Just step outside a temple sometime. The same guy lighting the ghee lamp inside is out here spreading darkness. The one singing prayers inside is the same person lying in the market. The person saying Ram Ram in the morning is exploiting someone by noon. Because in this country, people fear not being caught for their sins, not the sins themselves. Religion here is tied not to the heart, but to reputation. People want to please society, not God. Religion in India is just a mask. It's already become like that. The faith people show here is matched by an equally deep blindness inside. People pray to hide their sins. They meditate to protect their ego. They practice devotion to avoid facing their own soul. This isn't religion, it's psychological defense. All our rituals come from the fear of looking within ourselves, because whoever looks within ends up separated from the crowd. They become alone, and the crowd doesn't forgive the lonely. This crowd wants God, but not a living God. The crowd wants miracles, not truth. The crowd wants stories. Speak up, don't stay quiet. Anyone who walks against the crowd is called dangerous because they expose the crowd's lies. The crowd wants a God who gives them false comfort, not the truth that shakes them. In every era, someone has come saying, "Wake up," and every time the crowd calls that person wicked because the crowd never wants to wake up. For the crowd, sleep is safety. Anyone who wakes up steps outside the crowd. The crowd fears that lone person because truth shines in their silent eyes. The crowd knows that if they keep looking too long, it will break itself. That's why in every era, truth has either been crucified or buried in scriptures. Living people are scary. Dead idols are way more convenient. This country doesn't want to live religion. It wants a show of religion. Here, sermons are entertainment. Silence feels uncomfortable. People come to listen, not to understand. They come to applaud, not to change. That's why every time religion comes, it ends up dying.